Hello and welcome to this week's episode of PlayStation Unchained. I am your host Chili as we talk about video game news, reviews and all that good stuff from PlayStationUniverse.com at PSU.com. Go check it out. Video games. They are sure something I do like to play. And you know who also likes to play them, Chris? Hey Chris.
Hey Chili, how you doing?
I'm not too bad. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. You know what else I like to do with video games?
Put it in your
Well, besides just that. Ooh, that would hurt though.
Oh, it would.
No, I like talking about video games. And not just about putting them in my butt.
That's not how you install a game, Chris.
That's not how you install a game, silly.
Insert disc? Well, if you ask me to.
Depends on who you ask.
So how's your week been?
It has been busy. Always busy, like usual. So I haven't really done much of anything this week. Last week, my Warriors Orochi 4 review got posted. So I have been playing that one a lot. I'm still playing it. I gave it a 9. It was honestly fantastic.
Yes.
For like the Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, Warriors Orochi series, Warriors Orochi 4 is really a breath of fresh air in the series. It's still the hack and slash, but it's yeah, exactly.
Dynasty Warriors 9.
Yeah, exactly.
Go home, you're drunk.
With Dynasty Warriors 9. Yep, it's this is a good apology from Koei Tecmo.
You know the game is, as I was watching Jim Sterling's thing about it, you know the game is bad when the Warriors Orochi game has to use the stuff from Dynasty Warriors 8 because they don't want to use the characters from 9.
yeah, but it's really
they
fun.
added Greek gods to it, didn't they?
Yeah. So the story for this is hi Garri.
Hey Garri.
Hi.
He is also here.
I'm here.
So the story from this one is after the end of the events of Warriors Orochi 3, everybody's returned to their respective times and lands.
You killed it like a giant dragon, didn't you?
Yeah. So it was with spoilers for anybody who hasn't played it.
Not for free.
At the end of Warriors Orochi 3, you fight Orochi's Hydra, which is like the reincarnation of his evil magic or some shit like that. It wasn't bad, but Warriors Orochi 4 takes off right after that, and now yes, the Greek gods have gotten involved. Zeus wants to fuck with the mortals again, so he likes these. Yeah. So he's him and the other Greek gods are getting involved in whatever their normal bets are, but Zeus is being a dick as always, and he pulls all the warriors back in time through Orochi's portal, basically, because
sound in the background.
There's a weird sound. I'm not sure, but that may be my fan. I apologize for that if it's a weird humming sound.
It sounded more like rubbing than humming.
I honestly don't know.
Well, you know, the sound you'd make with the mouse. Anyway.
Oh, all right. Yes, but that's pretty much the premise. You go back. There's magic now. The Greek gods have bestowed you all with magic, so you have another combat system, and it works really well. All in all, yeah. If you want to play these series because you want to be a powerful, badass mortal, dashing across the battlefield, cutting down everyone on your way to the main bad guy. And this is a very good step in that direction. It is a lot of fun. It's all about keeping your combo meter up.
Does it have co-op?
Yes, it does. It has co-op and online play. So yeah, I overall really enjoy it. It's my favorite one of this entire genre since probably Dynasty Warriors 3. And I played the hell out of Dynasty Warriors 3 back on PS2. Fucking love that game still. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Warriors Orochi 4. Warriors Orochi 4. Yes, so if you are a fan
so 5 is going to introduce Norse gods.
Probably.
And then 6 is just going to introduce Kratos.
Yes!
And then he's just going to kill everybody.
See,
he's the only playable character.
Did I not tell you, when people look back on our history, when future civilizations look back at us, they're going to look at Kratos and look at it as an addition to the actual ancient stories of the Greeks. And they'll say, oh, this came from the Greeks, this is their stories, and then this guy from America, who was really good at computers, decided to make his addendum to the story. So we now know that Kratos killed all the Greek gods and went to go live in...
And that's why the gods don't exist anymore, kids.
Yeah, exactly. See? I love the future.
Oh my god.
All I know is, I don't know if Kratos was in Warriors Orochi fight, Warriors 7. I still think Lubu could probably give him a good fight. Lubu's the best.
Oh my god, Lubu.
That's actually right at the beginning of Warriors Orochi 4. We get a nice little quick fight duel between Lubu and Tadakatsu Honda. You know, who was the Lubu of the Warriors Orochi series. And yeah, they did that. He's like, finally a true warrior, and he like powers up, and Tadakatsu he like has the magic, and he's powering up with it, and Honda is like, oh, that is no ordinary man's strength. It was great to see that kind of clash.
Warriors X Dragon Ball.
See, I want a spin-off now. I do want a Dragon Ball spin-off where you simply just play as Brawly and millions of random grunts attack you and you just wreck everybody.
Oh.
Ooh, that would be fun to do with like the Frieza.
Well, it wouldn't even
like
have to be Broly. It could just be anyone.
Any of the villains.
It can't be Yamcha.
That's hard mode. You know, like, when Devil May Cry adds the mode to, Dante Must Die, where you die in one hit. This is Yamcha Must Die mode.
Oh my god, yes. I'll buy it right away.
Yamcha Must Die, and it's just Zyberman.
You'll sell me right there on that one difficulty. Yamcha Must Die, just the name of the difficulty. I'll give you all the monies. I'll buy your $300 collector's edition for that.
Yes.
Let's just make a mobile game, Yamcha Must Die, where you just find ways to kill Yamcha.
Oh my god, I've just thought of a mobile... No, you don't find ways to kill Yamcha. You play a mobile game where you play as Yamcha, but you've got to survive as long as possible without dying.
It's Dark Souls with Yamcha.
Yeah, but you have to die. Yeah, it's inevitable that you will die.
See, we keep shoveling out $1 million ideas, and if video game companies are listening to this, they will make bank. They need to hire us as consultants. Like, listen, this is what the fans want.
The Dark
Just make the game.
Timeline.
Yes.
Hey, April Fool's Extreme Z Awakening, Yamcha.
Oh my God. I wish you can
only use Yamcha characters, and you try to get to level 100.
No. Extreme Z Yamcha battle. You can only use Cybermen.
And you have to finish him with self-destruction.
Well, yeah, you have to finish it with super attack.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes.
Are we hosting a podcast?
I don't know, but we're pitching ideas to Bandai and Akatsuki.
Quite technical.
Poor Yamcha.
Yeah, I would love a Dragon Ball Musou game, you know.
That's the problem, though, is like, how would you do it? Like, who would they fight?
Depends on the era.
I guess.
Yamcha just fights everybody. That's.
It could be based on the
like, the only way I see it is if it's the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah, the original Dragon Ball.
And Goku's a little kid fighting, random dinosaurs.
Yeah. It could be Dragon Ball Z, really.
And I don't think it can be Z. Not with their characters.
No.
They tried that, Ben. They tried that. It was called Dragon Ball Sagas, and it was not good.
Hey, it was not that bad.
Chris, get off
There's
the
room
podcast
for
right
improvement.
now. You're fired.
What? I enjoyed it when I
played it, so I can't say yes or no.
It was on the original Xbox that I played it on, and it wasn't too bad. It was the Dragon Ball game that I wanted to play at the time that it came out, and it was the closest thing that I could get to it, where you play as the characters, you're going through the saga, and you fly around and you get into battles. It was almost like a Marvel Legends or Marvel Universe or Gauntlet. It was kind of like that, but you could do the combos, you could do the special moves, and then of course you had like the main boss fights with Cell and Frieza, and that it wasn't terrible for its time. Yeah, I mean, now it's dated and awful, but at the time it was a fun game. I played it with my kids and we had a blast. It was Dragon Ball, and it wasn't terrible.
Well, there's talks of a new Legend of Goku, so we'll see.
I'm all for that because I love the Dragon Ball Origins games on the DS.
Well, it's just supposed to be like a sequel to that, but for mobile phones. So.
Oh, never mind. I'm not looking forward to it. Thanks, man.
Hey, at least you're going to get it.
Yeah, for 30 seconds, and then I realized I have to summon to get more characters right away. Like, who are you going to give me? Farmer with shotgun?
Yes, please.
Cool. That sounds like a character in like a Walking Dead game.
I want that as an LR. I want LR Farmer with shotgun.
What about criminal with machine gun? I'd take an LR criminal with machine gun.
Yeah, I mean, Japan got a Hercule where it's a UR that for its super attack, he pulls out a gun, starts shooting the enemy, and Goku appears behind him and throws a Destructo Disc, and he thinks that his gun did the damage.
Wait, what? Why does Goku throw a Destructo Disc?
I don't know.
Did they put in the wrong sprite?
No, it's Goku.
I didn't even know Goku can do a Destructo Disc.
He can. He did it in the
yeah, he can do it.
Yeah, in the Tournament of Power, he did it as an attempt to knock
Oh yeah,
Jiren
he tried to knock Jiren. Yeah,
it was one that he practiced. Who did he practice that on? Gohan first, or Krillin, or somebody? He practiced that move, and he almost knocked Jiren off with it. So yeah, he can do a Destructo Disc.
Well, the fact that half of the people fell for like 3 seconds and got eliminated, Jiren fell for like a whole 5 minutes and
jumped off a small rock.
Oh yeah.
The little pebble was no bigger than the size of his fist. It's falling with him, and he like jumps off of it with enough force to get back on it. It was great. Fucking love it. This isn't the anime podcast, though, right?
Yeah, but it's still video games.
Still a video game. I just want to make sure.
There's also he has a second super attack as well. I can't remember who jumps in instead, but it's he has like Goku for one and someone else for the other. I think it's actually Krillin that helps him with the stronger attack. So.
Oh my God. I think it's funny that of all the moves Goku can do to help him, he uses the one that cuts people in half.
No.
Oh my God, that card is not coming out in North America.
Well, yeah, if he pulls out an actual pistol.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
It's a shame because it's a really overpowered card and I want it. 60% chance to dodge and a 90% damage reduction.
Ooh, that's tanky as shit.
Yeah, and a chance to stun.
Oh man.
You know what's also stunning? How long it's taken for Medieval PS4 remaster updates. It's been years almost.
They're teasing us with that.
It's been 1 year. It's not even been a year.
It's been years.
No, it's not even been one.
At least 20.
At least as long as I've been alive.
Oh my God.
At least since the first Medieval came out. We've been wanting the remaster.
They teased us when Medieval 1 came out on PS1 that it would be remastered on PS4. I remember this.
I remember that specifically. I was sitting in my recliner with my Lime Ricky and
anyway,
a cigar.
I have it on excellent authority that one Sean Layden is going to be stopping back on the show the next week or two. Oh yeah. He is very excited to give everybody a big update on Medieval. So yeah, Medieval, one of the greatest games on the PS1, is getting remastered for the PS4, which already had a remake for the PSP. And you could play him in Battle Stars or PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, which is not a PUBG clone, by the way.
No, it's a Smash Brothers clone.
Yeah. Do not get confused nowadays that because it says Battle Royale doesn't mean it's a chicken sandwich or a PUBG clone.
I don't get it.
What
I don't understand this love for Medieval. Like, I didn't think it was that good. And I don't know why there's this need for another one.
I really enjoyed it.
But why?
It was a fun,
self-sustaining nostalgia?
It was a fun comedy action game. It was really self-aware and funny. I liked it. It was good.
I'm actually surprised of all the people on the planet you didn't like it, Gary.
I didn't think it was good. Like, I just didn't.
That's the police phoning up.
Obviously, later, we got Capcom made Maximo.
Yeah.
And I thought Maximo was a much superior game.
Capcom
even though
didn't make Medieval.
I know they didn't, but it was the same type of game.
Oh, Maximo was based on Ghost and Goblins.
Yeah, but the type of game it was the same type of game as Medieval. It was a platformer action game.
Wasn't Maximo's... Am I thinking of a different one?
No, you're thinking of the right one. Maximo was based on Ghosts and Goblins.
No, because I think there was a 3D open world Maximo, and then there was a... I'm sure I remember also a 2D platforming one.
No, there's only two 3D ones they made.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking.
But either way, I think there's way better properties that Sony owns that deserved a reboot before Medieval did.
Like Vibe Ribbon.
Like what?
Vibe Ribbon.
No, Ben, no. What is that?
It's the music rabbit game where you play a rabbit that jumps over beats. Don't you remember Vibe Ribbon?
Why am I even on this podcast?
You just made me think of like one of those games that they made on American Dad for like to show how weird like Japanese games were, and there's another episode where he's playing like Beatmaster.
Well, don't you guys remember Vibe Ribbon?
I don't.
I don't want to remember Ribbon.
Really, it was amazing.
I don't even want it to be. No, it wasn't, Ben. I know this, and I haven't even played it.
It was like a little. It basically, it was a side scroll. If I'm right, it's like a side-scrolling platform game, but the platforms were designed, but it was randomly generated based on the music CD you put in.
What?
Yeah.
That already got a remaster, dude.
Oh, yay! Needs another one though.
They released that on the PS4.
Sweet, I'll have to buy it.
Aren't we supposed to be knowledgeable about all these things?
The PlayStation 3 and the Vita. It's
okay, there we go.
It's a character that they drew as a stick figure.
Yeah, Vibe Ribbon.
Yes.
See?
I remember it because I remember they released it on the PS3.
Nice. It was originally a PS1 game.
Yeah, I never played it, so I have no clue. But it sounds interesting.
How about that one with the block that I've forgotten the name of now?
With the block.
You had to like answer questions and then dodge a giant block that was rolling to try and kill you. What was it?
What games you consider classic, Ben? Nobody in the world will consider classic.
I'm speechless right now. Chili's listing off games none of us have ever.
Do you remember Typing of the Dead? That needs a remaster too.
It was called Intelligence Cube IQ.
Oh, that actually was a fun game. I like that game. I have that game. Oh my god.
There you go.
Remember that?
And now we're all eating our words.
Oh my god, no.
Except for Chili, because he's the only one that knows what he's talking about.
but let's be honest here. Okay, you got Medieval getting remastered.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I see Siphon Filter deserving it more. I'll
agree with that one.
I see Legend of Dragoon deserving it more.
Yeah.
Jumping Flash deserves it more. Hell, Wild Arms, give me that. Not Medieval. Like, I get it, people like it, but Medieval was never a good seller, ever.
Give me Croc.
Not owned by Sony.
Bubsy 3D.
Not owned by Sony.
I played the hell out of Bubsy 3D when it came out on the demo disc.
Gex 3, Enter the Gecko.
Oh my god. What was the superhero one that they had? It's like the big fat dude that like fought space pirates or something.
Booger Man?
No,
wow, that's the Sega Genesis.
What's this Sega Genesis? I only know this Sega Mega Drive.
Oh yeah.
We're old.
We're special here in America. We don't get like regular named things. They always have to change it for us.
Do you know why they changed it, right?
No, actually, I don't recall the story off the top of my head.
They thought the name Mega Drive would be too toyish, so it was renamed the Genesis to sound more like something that not just kids would want.
Ah, very smart.
Shit. Blasto, that's the game I'm thinking
I remember
about.
Blasto.
Give me a Blasto remaster. I'll take that.
Oh, there's another game I'm thinking. I don't know what it was called now, but I'm trying to remember it. Oh, it was... God damn it.
That's a Sony game. Why? Where is the outrage that there is no new Blasto? Come on, Sony, get with the program.
God.
They're going with the characters that people remember.
People will remember Blasto if they threw him into the Ratchet and Clank universe.
It's nostalgia. That's what it's always about.
That's fine. I'm happy they're getting their remaster, but to me, I feel like Sony could have remastered something much better, in my opinion.
It's annoying me. There's one game that I played on a demo disc that I can remember It's pictures. Yeah, well, I remember what it looked like, but I cannot remember the name. Oh.
Do you remember what the gameplay was?
It was like a Contra-style clone, but I remember the demo was like on a train. It was like very Americanized. Oh, God damn it. Someone, if you know us, email us. But yeah. It was crazy. You know what's also crazy? Kingdom Hearts 3 screenshots have appeared that show off Twilight Town Olympus. Yeah, I segued right into that. Somehow.
For those of you that are into the Kingdom Hearts fandom and know that very well, that'll make a lot of sense to you. Somebody like me who's
I'm
never
sure you know
picked it
what
up,
Olympus is, right?
It's the high school that I went to. No.
Wow.
I did actually go to Olympus. There's an Olympus down the street from me. Yes, Greek gods are we talking
Good,
about?
because otherwise, I don't know.
Otherwise, you kick him off the podcast, which I told you to do a long time ago.
I'm going to be seeing him next month in real life, so...
And then you can kick him out of the hotel that you're in.
He'll finally meet me in person, and he'll be like, "Oh my God, this is what Garri has to put up with every day." No, I'm just not. No, I'd rather stay in the UK, and he'll just fly back immediately. Be like, "No, I'm not going there again."
Anyway, we saw some pictures of Twilight Town. We see Sora coming face to face with Haina, Pence, and Oleta. Sorry if I butchered the names. As they tried to free Roxas from Organization 13 and the Heartless. So yeah, and then we see some Olympus with what looks like Maleficent. So I don't like that.
Yeah, she seems to be appearing throughout a lot of the trailers now.
Yeah.
She might be an overall character throughout the story. So,
but she doesn't look anything like Angelina Jolie.
Oh my God.
That's a good thing, I think.
I don't know.
Actually, that movie was pretty good.
Also, Skrillex and
Oh God,
is doing the intro. So dubstep, Kingdom Hearts. Here we go. Now
Terrible.
everyone tries.
They
now
can make. They can make this like a rabbit vibe, where it's to the beat. You know, we get dubstep beat, and Sora is attacking with them to the beat, and
now we get murdered by everyone in real life.
just me, because I'm the one that said it. You guys are sick.
No,
Garri
I just
muted
even mentioned it.
God.
And you know what was murdered recently? Games Master.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, we're just moving straight on.
Damn.
Huh?
Unless you want anything about Kingdom Hearts, Gary.
No, not really. I was just gonna say I found it funny that one of the first worlds they announced, which was Olympus, is one of the last ones they're showing.
Yeah, the first and last.
It's like they're showing everything backwards. They announced the Big Hero 6 world is going to be there. They announced Olympus. No, they didn't announce Toy Story. That happened. I think that was one of the surprises when they showed it off. But they announced the Tangled from the Tangled movie.
Oh,
and again, we just recently saw that world. So all the 3 worlds that they first announced are the last 3 worlds that we get to see.
It's Square Enix. I'm not shocked. Hell, they could have announced them, and then we could find out their DLC.
You know, if Square is smart, this is the perfect game to DLC people's wallets and screw everybody over. This is it right here.
But they're not going to.
Do it, Square Enix.
Yeah, they will.
Do it.
Yes, they will, Ben.
I don't think
they might not give you story content, but they'll give you costumes and shit.
Oh yeah.
That you buy.
Only if I can turn all my characters into Star Wars based characters. I want to be Mickey, Luke, and. I mean,
they could just. They could show you all these trailers, and then when you get the game, it's nothing like the trailers that you saw, and then they announce that they're going to release DLC packs.
And then they're going to release the...
Like they did...
Square Enix would never do that.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't do that with Final Fantasy. What am I talking about?
No, they would never
Then
do
they'll
anything
announce
like that.
Kingdom Hearts 3, the final, the Royal Final Edition. And then they'll announce another season pass.
Honestly, at this point, people, if you haven't been up with Kingdom Hearts like from the start, I don't know what to tell you, because there's so much and so many games, and like you can either play the games in the release order and put the story together that way, or you can look online and like see what order to play all of the games in the proper like chronological order to learn what's going on in the story. If you have the time and the money and you really want to do it, go for that. But
or
you haven't,
Chris,
don't.
I don't know if you know this, but they just announced that they are releasing a What Happened Kingdom Hearts game. I don't remember what it's called.
Well, your story continues or something like that.
It's like just a bare bones like all of the Kingdom Hearts combined. You just play through it like without any side quests or anything like that.
No, it's not even a game. I think it's just a bunch of cutscenes.
Oh my god!
And it's the story so far is what it's called.
No, that's it. The games.
Okay, Kingdom Hearts' story so far coming to PS4.
Yeah, six games and 3 movies. The movies are based off the mobile titles that they didn't bother to port over.
Oh.
Hey, you mentioned just a second ago, Gary, that this is the perfect series to milk fans for?
Mm.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
Because it's Kingdom Hearts 1.5, Kingdom Hearts 2.5, and Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So it comes with 1.5 plus 2.5 remix.
Yeah.
Comes with final remix, Chain of Memories, 358 and a half days HD remaster, Kingdom Hearts 2 final mix, Birth by Sleep final mix, recoded HD remaster cinematics, HD 2.8 final chapter prologue, Dream Drop Distance HD, 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragment passage, and X back cover movie.
Yeah.
So if you have no idea what I just said, this is 90% of the people who don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts. That's my cue to go.
But if you are a big fan of Kingdom Hearts series and you've been waiting to purchase these, just because you've been waiting for the third game and you've played them before on a PS2 or on 3DS, then I also recommend the digital bundle instead. The digital bundle is $90, but that bundle also includes Kingdom Hearts 3. So
that's not a bad deal.
You get this story behind this, what you just said, which is already $40. Plus, you get Kingdom Hearts 3 included. And if you buy the digital version, you don't actually have to wait until Kingdom Hearts 3 is out. They'll charge you $90 straight away, and then you're able to download everything up to number 3 already. So you can have everything. You can play it now rather than waiting, except for number 3, of course, because that's not finished.
Yeah.
So, if you're looking forward to Kingdom Hearts and the story ever after thing, or the digital download are the ways you can go. I would recommend the digital download just because of the price. Welcome back, Gary.
Sorry about that.
I was just telling everyone about the digital bundle. Do you know about that one, Gary?
Yes, I do know about that.
Okay, you get everything for $90.
And I also want to shout out to the Kingdom Hearts fan base who continue to say that how long they've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3. And I just want to say fuck you, because you've had Kingdom Hearts pretty much every year. And I've been waiting for Shenmue 3 for 20 years. So kiss my ass.
Snap!
You can forever.
You don't know what it's like to not get a sequel to a game that deserves a sequel. You've had game. You've had like nine games.
That Road
I don't
Rash.
care if it's
Road Rash. It died too young. Poor one for my Road Rash homies.
When are we going to get a good sequel to that one?
When EA doesn't have the license anymore. I just want to say that, like, I think it's ridiculous that they're like, "Oh, we're finally getting Kingdom Hearts 3. I've been waiting for so long." I'm like, "Bitch, you've had a Kingdom Hearts game. I don't care if it's a spin-off, but you've gotten Kingdom Hearts. all the time.
At this point, I would rather take a sequel to Psyops than another Kingdom Hearts. But that's me. You really want to talk about great games that are never going to get a fucking sequel.
I want a sequel to that weird PS1 sci-fi shooter game with robots. I'd like tanks.
Gonna have to... Still got to narrow it down a little bit. Just a bit more.
I think it was a Kojima game, maybe. Either way...
Zone of the Enders?
No. Was it Future Shock?
That's not a game.
That looks like it was a game, but that wasn't the one I was thinking of. Terminator Future Shock.
Anyways, moving on.
Let's move on to Games Master being closed down. Basically, they realised that print is dead. I think that's the short end of it.
It's sad.
Yeah.
I still like reading. I think magazines are way better than getting on the internet for me.
It's cool having something. Though I must admit, I hate Games Master because of what they made me do for Fantasy 14. So screw you, Games Master. I will be.
They made you do something rather than just giving them money?
Yeah, it fills me with hatred.
Oh my god.
Pure hatred, Garry. You don't understand. You want to know what we had to do?
Please.
You had to buy an issue for there's free. You had to buy 3 issues once per month, and then take a picture of the magazines plus the voucher codes, send them to Games Master, and then wait for the actual rewards.
And what were the rewards?
A fat chocobo.
And did you do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Do you enjoy your fat chocobo?
I did, but
Then stop complaining!
In North America, all you had to do was pay $20.
I think your way sounds easier.
No, you could order anything that was owned by Square Enix on Amazon.
Okay, so you would rather spend a price of a game nowadays for
the
a lot of
magazine is about £4.
Oh my god. No, what if you have a subscription?
Then congratulations, you have a subscription. I didn't.
Oh my god.
I mean, if you subscribe, then you got a free copy of Metal Gear Solid 4, but...
Oh. You're making the point against this, man.
Well, no, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, actually.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. I mean, you still did it, and you enjoy your gift, so I don't see the problem with this.
But you just had to pre-order on Amazon. Hell, you could buy a subscription to Fantasy 14 and it'd give you it.
So why don't you just cancel your subscription and then resubmit it to get it?
Because it was only for North American.
So you could have just bought a North American subscription and then canceled it right away.
The codes are region locked.
God damn it.
Yeah.
See, they thought about that all, Garry.
No, I meant the Amazon promotion that you buy a subscription to Final Fantasy 14 as part of it. Even though the subscription was actually under the $20, it still counted. Is that... Oh, God damn it.
Well, I'm sorry, Ben, but clearly they're targeting the people like you who would have done it no matter what.
I was tempted to send them a naked picture.
Oh my god, and you failed to do that.
See, it's a trade. A little fat chocobo for a fat chocobo.
Wow.
I'm talking about your penis, Ben.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a cute
1
little
second.
chocobo. It tweets. Gotta get one in there every time.
Now I was going to say, if I had the courage, my idea was to lay sort of semi-naked in front of like a plate of food with roses and just put out a message on it. At least take me out to dinner first. Then submit that with the cards.
Anyways, I just want to say that I miss waiting every month for my new magazine to come in. Like, I miss just sitting and, oh shit, is my PlayStation magazine coming in today? Is my GamePro coming in today? Is the Game Informer still sends out magazines? I'm sure people wait for that.
I miss good magazines. You're right.
I still miss that, and I wish it'd come back, but it's never going to. So it makes me sad. But what are you gonna do? The internet has destroyed everything.
It looks like IGN has posted something about another game. But we'll finish this up first. So, Games Master. I'm sad that Prince died, but I'm not sad that Games Master has died. It was never that great in UK. We've had a lot better magazines like Edge, the Nintendo Power magazines, and all that good stuff. Even the official PlayStation magazine used to be amazing back then. You got your PS1 demo disc. I still have my collector's edition Tekken 3 demo disc. Came in the black.
Nice.
Came in like its own black case. It was cool. So yeah, I guess we'll go over to the fact that IGN has a interactive map with the whole of some of Fallout 76 in it already.
Yeah.
There it is.
Maybe I don't. When I was at the event, they handed out the map on the piece of paper, but they said we couldn't post anything of it, so we didn't. And like in the game, you couldn't zoom out far enough to see the entire map to get a screenshot of it.
Yeah.
Wow. The map that you just mentioned is you can zoom in pretty far and see a lot of detail on it.
Okay.
That's yeah, like just like hover over it. It's on IGN's page.
Yeah, IGN.com UK IGN.com/map/Fallout 76/Apple Chia.
Appalachia.
Apple Chia.
Appalachia, man.
Apple Chia.
Yeah, Apple Chia. I'm gonna call it that from now on, Ben. Thanks. We've got the Appalachian Mountains over here, and
sorry,
the Roque mountain range in the west.
Oh look, there's a random stake at 83A.
I saw that. There's a cute little statue that looks like I don't even know what the heck it is. In front of a church on let's see if I can get my coordinates right. There it is. 61A.
Oh, I wonder what's at 69.
So, hold on. Okay. The map looks big, but I can tell you right now. You see where Vault 76 is. That's where you come out, right, on the map. It's the one with the red exclamation mark.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, if you go southeast, you will find a building that looks like a big giant white hotel.
Okay.
It's called the White Springs Resort. Do you see it?
How far southwest?
I don't think it's even on here.
It says southeast.
Oh, that'd be why. I'm going southeast.
You see that big triangular dome on the map? Or the circular dome?
I like that sentence.
Yes.
Of triangle dome.
It's right. It's underneath that. If you go down.
Oh, okay.
Now that you see the white hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hotel we stayed in. But it's called something different.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called the Greenbrier Hotel. And that they recreated that hotel in the game very well, I might add. If you go see some of the videos I posted, you can see us in there
White Springs
around.
Resort.
Yes. But in the real world, it's called the Greenbrier Resort. That distance looks far, but it literally took us about maybe 10 minutes to get there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the map looks big, but it might not take you as long to get places as you might think.
I think that's usually how it goes in Bethesda's games. They, I mean, you're initially you're always overwhelmed at the size of it at first, but then once you get into it and start, going around a lot, you realize that the distances really aren't like that far. Even though each new generation of these type of games like to boast about the size of it, like, oh, this entire map from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas like fits here in the new Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'm just like, that makes sense, but you're still only. I don't think I've ever played a game that's taken me more than like maybe 30 minutes to walk from one side of the map to the other. And that's like the max, like the biggest one, like Grand Theft Auto 5.
It's like all men. We just boast about the size.
Yeah. That's what we're always doing. We want it bigger, we want it better. We want more in there.
Well, what it looks like to me on this map is IGN has gone and listed places that they've encountered, I would say, in the beta.
Yeah.
And they actually spoil some stuff on this map, which is kind of upsetting. Because they spoil where you can get
power armor, fusion reactors,
fusion core generators, which is what you use to build nuclear bombs. So that's not cool in my opinion.
Yeah, so look at this map with the caution in mind that there are spoilers in this possibly for you. If you really want to go in without any knowledge about what's going on or what some of these locations are.
They even have bobblehead locations on this map.
Yeah,
so
they have bobblehead locations. Possible
it's
bobblehead.
clearly they're updating this map based on what they've experienced in the beta so far.
Well, the stress test.
There's a beta today too, Ben. Or this weekend it was.
That was the stress test.
Oh, okay. Well, they're still getting around.
Yeah, it's an alpha. An alpha. Basically, if you're an Xbox owner, if you had an Xbox, basically like the beta service that I've got for the PS4. If you logged on and you pre-ordered Fallout 76, you had a chance to have been able to download it to try it over the weekend. But
there you go.
For the alpha test, all data is deleted. None of it's saved. So any progress you made is gone. For the beta, which starts in 2 days on Xbox and 9 days for PS4 and PC.
Boo!
I know. All data anything you do in the beta actually transfers to retail. So, also the beta's only going to be running at specific hours per day. It's not going to be running 24 hours a day. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
And while we're talking about the alpha tests, some cheeky Nando's person broke the embargo. A Fallout 76 player taking part in last week's face test on the Xbox One thought it was a good idea to post footage online, despite agreeing to the NDA of not putting footage online. He put 90-second clip on his Twitter account, and now he's been banned. Well, he got banned from Twitter, he got banned from Xbox Gold, banned from Game Pass, and banned from Xbox Insider. That's it, until the new year, which means he can't now play his Fallout 76 until next year because he's been banned.
Come on, people. If you don't want that to happen to you, just follow the embargo rules.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
I know you're getting excited and you're like, oh, I want to show my mates that I can shoot things with my gun and run around the desert thingy and do all the things. But no, be a good boy. Wait until embargoes end. Oh, yeah, that thing.
For next.
Fritter.
We'll talk about that on the anime podcast.
Yes.
Heiser. Anyway. Fallout 76. It sure looks fun. And I can't wait to buy it next month. I really can't. I will have to buy it when I come back, though. Because it comes out when I'm away.
Or you can buy it here while you're here.
Yeah, true. But then I'd have to wait until I come back to play anyway. So.
Or you can bring your PS4 with you and play it in the hotel. And Tim or Chris will join you.
Yay. Well, I'm staying with Maelstrom Radio. So, in fact, they're bringing their Switch. Yeah, they're going to bring Switch.
It is going to be a grand old orgy there.
Oh, it's going to be great. There's Maelstrom Radio, the Crucible. I think, if I'm correctly, From a Stage Reborn is going to be there as well. And Susan Sprinkles, she's going to be there. So, yeah.
I want that to be my name.
Oh. That's interesting. We should bring that up quickly. You can pre-order the PlayStation Classics in some locations that I haven't clicked yet. Let's click it.
I clicked it. Walmart's already out of stock.
Okay. You were already sold out.
The title was here of the places you can still get your pre-order your PSN Classic. Thanks, IGN.
You can get it at Best Buy. It's still available on Best Buy, which is where I got mine.
But what about the UK? I guess Game.
I think Game is the only one selling it. Yeah.
It looks so cute. What's not in the box?
Well, it's pointless to bring this up because it's going to go up 4 days after the sale is gone and everything's sold out.
Yeah. So go there in the past. Make sure you pre-order.
Those of you listening in the past. It might still be up. By the time this podcast goes up, if you haven't already, go and check. Just try Best Buy, Amazon, wherever you can.
It should be Wednesday, so we'll see. Anyway, Fallout 76. I want to talk a little about PvP, if that's okay. Chris, do you want to know anything about the PvPs?
I would love to know, because I was curious last week about actual PvP, how it... I mean, Garri explained a little bit already how like the VAT system works in PSP and that, but yeah, the actual like. Okay, now here's what I'm excited about for Fallout 76 is something that we haven't really I don't think we've ever gotten since Fallout went 3D back with Fallout 3. Is the any actual PvP? Yeah. Like in that universe, like in there. So I'm curious to see how now it's going to. Play out, are we going to get really good time? Like, what am I trying to say? How bad is the lag going to be for this? Am I going to be throwing my controller like I do with when I try to play Call of Duty online nowadays? Like 5 minutes and I just rage quit because I'm getting lag killed because I've got terrible internet and I just can't enjoy it, or are they smoothing things out? I mean, I'm actually really curious to see how the PvP is. So, what do we know about it, Ben?
What, Garri? I mean, I don't mind answering questions, but I thought this would be Garri's section.
Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of mixed information coming about PvP. And I'll tell you what I was told and what apparently people are saying right now on the internet. So essentially, I didn't get to experience PvP myself.
Yeah.
But a lot of people did, and they talked about it, so this is pretty much what they were saying. So essentially, the way PvP works is it pretty much works. The closest thing I can compare it to is the Dark Zone in the Division, where you go in and everybody's kind of, on their own, but the moment somebody starts shooting at you, it doesn't initiate PvP, but they can still kill you.
Yeah.
So say I'm playing the game and I encounter Chris, and he's, griefing some poor kid. And I'm like, hey, Chris, don't do that. That's rude. And he's like, shut up, bitch. And he starts shooting at me.
Which I would, yes. I'd be a fucking Garri.
So, unless I shoot back at him, I have not initiated PvP.
Yeah.
So if he shoots me, and then I shoot back at him, that starts PvP.
Yeah.
And then we're pretty much fighting each other. And of course, other people can join in and start shooting you too. The problem in this, for me at least, is even if you don't shoot back, Chris can still kill me.
Yes.
Even though I'm not fighting back.
But you can...
And what happened... No, let me continue.
Okay.
I respawn, and if you get killed by another player, you don't lose any of your gear. The only thing you lose is your junk that you have on you, which Chris can then go and steal from you. And like I said last week, junk is very important in this game because it's what you use to make everything now.
Yeah.
Garri, I have wanted your junk for so long. I'm looking forward to this.
I know. So...
Your junk is so valuable.
I respawn, I go back to the same spot, and Chris is there. He kills me again.
Yeah.
I respawn, I don't shoot back, I respawn, I go back again. He kills me a third time. So I don't know how many times it takes, but if someone continues to kill you repeatedly, then an option will appear that will allow you to block them from being able to kill you again.
Oh, that's cool.
The problem with this is you have to die multiple times by the same person for this option to become available to you. This is how I was told it works. So instead of just giving you the option right off the bat to just turn off PvP, like I just want to go and have fun, I don't want people to kill me. You have to wait for them to kill you multiple times before they give you the option to turn it off. Which makes no sense to me, because obviously you programmed the option into the game. Why don't you just let me initiate it right off the bat?
Well, you kind of have something like that with the... Because you can have a pacifist flag. Yeah, where you can't shoot back. You have a flag that shows that you're not doing PvP. You start with it if you're under level 5. And you can't do PvP under 5, and you can't have PvP done to you.
Yeah, you have to be level 5 before PvP becomes an option, but you can't, even if you have that flag, they can still kill you.
Yeah.
All you're doing is saying, please don't shoot me, but then if people still want to, they will still shoot you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Now, what happens is, if somebody continues to do that, like they're just going around and killing people, they will appear on the map for everybody as, you know, a wanted player.
Yeah.
Just like they would in the Division. Where essentially what it does, it tells everybody that there's this guy who's just going around killing everybody. And then they can band together if they want to and just hunt this guy down. That's essentially the bones of how PvP functions. You can also go in with your band and assault people's strongholds that they've made, kind of like in a raid mode. It's not like a raid; it's just still PvP, but you can just go in, just like kill everybody, and then steal their shit from their stronghold. Like I said, to me, like I like the idea of seeing other people running around. I just don't understand why I don't have the option of turning off the idea of me being shot randomly all the time. And the problem also comes up with if you're on a team and you're shooting and then one of your teammates gets in front of you, you're initiating PvP with them because you're shooting at them. And if you kill them on accident, guess what happens? You appear on the map for everybody as killing... as a wanted player. So if Chris and I are on a team and he takes out a fat boy and just nukes the place while I'm still in it, he's now wanted, even though he didn't mean to kill me.
I don't know. It's Chris.
So that's essentially how PvP works. Now, recently I've been reading some articles where they're saying that you can turn off PvP right off the bat whenever you want. That's not what we were told at the event, and I didn't see any option at the event that allowed me to turn off PvP.
Maybe they changed it.
I looked through every menu. They may have, because a lot of people at the event were asking and telling them pretty much like, why won't you let them pretty much turn off PvP if they don't want to do it? So yeah, essentially that's how PvP works. So even if you're not into PvP, even if somebody kills you, it's not a big loss because it's not like you're going to lose your weapons. You're not going to lose your armor or anything like that. You're just losing your junk. And the thing about junk is...
Yeah, everywhere.
Yep.
You play guitars with it. Yeah, junk is everywhere, and junk respawns a lot faster than like actual items. And enemies have junk on them all the time. I killed a dog that had a pitchfork on him. Like, why does this dog have a pitchfork and a hunting rifle on its dead body?
Armor dog.
Yeah. But yeah, that's essentially how PvP works, which is pretty much like it does in the Division. Now, we talked about like they're going to have specific events, like live events that happen randomly. And some of them are going to be one of those where you have to go up against other people to get the certain rewards. And you'll pretty much be forced to do PvP in order to get these rewards. They didn't go into specifics of what it's going to be, or if it's going to be like, oh, you have to find this item and the first person who finds it gets it. So they're going to be trying to kill each other trying to get it.
Yeah.
So the game is going to have these types of live events, which they're not going to go live when the game comes out. They say it's probably going to be starting next year is when they're going to go live with the events.
Oh, that sucks.
But I'm not 100% sure because we did encounter some live events in the game, and they told us to avoid them because they're going to crash the game because they weren't fixed yet.
Someone got to play one of them. They played like a robot.
Yes, and we actually did it. Like when we started, we were in this little town area that's just run by robots, and robots live there. It's like some robot factory, and some random event just happened, and we're trying to get out. Yeah. So because he told us this event they found out today isn't working, and it's probably going to crash the game. We got to get out of here.
This wasn't that one. This was you had to defend. They activated something. And then they had to defend it as robots attacked it.
Oh, well, there you go.
And
they
were really slow robots, which pissed them off.
Well, for us, we had to get out of this area because if we try to complete this mission, then it was going to crash the game. But we completed it. We didn't try to. We were just trying to get out, so we're fighting back, trying to make a way to get out of the town. And we completed the mission. It's like, oh, looks like you guys debugged the game for us. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, this was like waves. The robots would attack you in waves. But the first wave attacked really fast, but then the second wave took like 5 minutes just to arrive. It's like really slow.
Yeah, so see, obviously the build that we played, they told us was about 4 months old. So they could have gotten a lot further ahead. They didn't want to give us concrete times. That's why they said next year.
Yeah.
But they could potentially go live as the game goes live. So
yeah.
You don't know. But there are going to be live events that give special rewards and stuff like that.
There's also another PvP mode. I don't quote me on the name of the title exactly, but it's Hunter or Hunted, if I'm rightly. Where it's a PvP radio station. If you tune it in on your Pip-Boy into that radio station, you're then given a target, another player on the map, and you've got to go and kill him. And then you get rewarded. But the targets are only people that are also on the radio station. You will not target anyone that's not listening to the radio station. So
it's a bounty hunter radio. Nice. Yeah. We're going Cowboy Bebop up in here, Gary. Aren't you excited?
Oh, I'm so thrilled.
And then you get
I hope it ends like the anime ended.
Yes. I won't do any spoilers for it. It's too good. So that sounds cool. I like the idea of a dark zone where it's just all PvP. I don't know that they really need to
But see, it's not a dark zone. The start of the game is that. Once you get to level 5, PvP becomes activated.
Okay, I misunderstood you then.
And anybody can start killing you whenever they want.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's Grand Theft Auto all over again. They're just putting stuff. Okay, it's okay. So I'm not dealing with Call of Duty then. At the end of the day, I'm dealing with Grand Theft Auto 5 online. And...
Yeah, it's not like a specific area that you go to for PvP. I just use the Dark Zone as an example of how it works. Because in the Division, you're running around, nobody's shooting at you except the AI. But then somebody can just go ahead and kill you and take your shit.
Yeah, no, I get where the comparison was made. I thought you were mentioning they were like, so the whole map is like that, then, and that's just how it works. Okay, fair enough. We'll see how many.
While we mentioned the Division, they mentioned that the Division 2 will have Destiny 2 style exotics, so that'd be interesting to see.
Oh, the joy.
Well, no, where they have like unique lore and perks to the weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is why you don't copyright gameplay mechanics, because everybody borrows from everybody else and tries to make it better. There's your capitalism at work, people. That's how it's supposed to.
So Fallout 76 beta in 9 days for PS4, 2 days for Xbox One.
Is it a closed beta or open beta?
It's open beta for anyone who pre-orders the game.
Okay.
The beta times we don't know yet, but they are the servers aren't open 24 hours a day, so we'll see. And any progress you make in the beta will also transfer to retail. So basically, it's early access.
So again, for everybody who's worried about that in particular, where you're going to be overpowered as you start the game, don't be, because I don't know if I talked about it last week. The balancing seems very off. And I'll tell you why. Pretty much what was going on was we were encountering enemies. Like, we were like level 3. And we were encountering enemies that are like level 52 and like 49. And we were taking them down easily. So I don't know if it still works like Fallout and the Elder Scrolls, where the enemies level to your level. I still think that's how it works, even though they have a level number above their head.
Or it could be they were nerfed for the event.
No. No, they specifically said that even though you're low level, you can go and kill high-level enemies.
That's good.
By yourself or as a team? Because it sounds like they might...
You do it by yourself.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, one of our guys, that was on our team, he went off and did his own thing for a little bit, and he talked about how he encountered enemies that were 40 levels above him, and he was able to take them out easily.
So then where's the challenge coming from?
That's why, like I said, even though it has a level that appears over their heads, I still think that the enemies scale to your level.
We'll see.
To the level you are.
We'll see when the open beta goes live in 2 days on Xbox, because there'll be so many people streaming it.
Yeah, the balancing question that people asked was very difficult for them to answer, because they're pretty much the only answer they gave is like, we're still tweaking the game.
Yeah. It's programming magic.
Which makes sense, because like I said, it all comes into play right away, because you look at it and it will become a problem if you really think about it. Like, in Fallout, I can go wherever I want, whenever I want, right? Fallout 4, Fallout 3, and I can survive. And they're trying to keep that in this game. Yeah. But when you start introducing PvP and multiple enemies, like, where does the challenge come in when there's 4 of us taking out one thing that I can take out by myself easily?
I guess it's the same thing they did with Elder Scrolls Online. Because they made it so that no matter what level you are now, you can go anywhere. When it first came out, you'd be slaughtered if you went to a high level zone, but now it sort of scales. I know. They go anywhere. So like I said, the difficulty and the balancing is still something they said they're working on. But as long as I played, I never felt like I was overpowered or underpowered. The only time I felt like I was going to die is when I actually encountered enemies that I knew through Fallout lore were a lot difficult to kill than other enemies.
Like, I encountered a town full of super mutants, and I got attacked by like 3 of them at once, and it was a challenge. I got attacked by these crazy crabs that have super high defense, and I was doing like
giant
no
enemy
damage.
Crabs?
They were giant enemy crabs, actually. They're all in the videos that I posted on our YouTube. And of course, there's the
official PS YouTube, if I'm right.
Yes, and of course there's the Death Claw, and we kind of shot at it from far away, but then it got killed by a bunch of ants, so we didn't have to worry about it.
Ants, nature's greatest foe.
Yeah, and another team, I guess the guy who was leading them that worked for a dev team, took them to an island that was dubbed Death Claw Island, and it's just full of Death Claws, and they eventually died there, but they were able to kill a lot of Death Claws, which again comes into balancing because the Death Claws are essentially the most powerful enemy in that universe.
That's a lot.
Outside of this new flying dragon thing they have.
That's a lot.
God, I wish I could remember what it was called. It's a lot of damage.
Flying dragon thing.
Flying dragon thing. Blue eyes, white dragon.
It sounds like what you're saying. It sounds like it scales to their like you're right. It sounds like it is scaling, and it scales kind of like how like Dark Souls and Bloodborne do, where if you go in by yourself, it's easier. But then if you go in with a group, it actually does make, even though you have more people, like the fight gets in Bloodborne's case, if you'll remember, Garri, the fights got super fucking hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that amygdala! I'll never forget that. But the not the regular one, the one in the Chalice dungeons.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I know. I'm just clarifying for like fans. But it sounds like it does. So but it sounds like they want you to have more fun. If it's that easy, I imagine it's because they want you to feel like that you're constantly under attack. From the threats from the wild and the whatever the fuck is out in the wasteland. But it also sounds like they're balancing it so that you can still feel like a badass out there, but you can bring your buddies and you all can still feel like a badass. Just be careful. Which also makes me wonder if they're going to bring in survival mode again, and you like have to survive as a group and carry food and water and that for excursions. That would be fun.
Yeah, well, that's also the reason I enjoyed this one, is because it's not a wasteland. Like, West Virginia hasn't been hit by a nuclear bomb, so everything is still standing. It's just abandoned. And I think that's really cool. That's why I feel like I enjoyed it more, because it's more colorful. There's fall leaves everywhere. It's not that green brownish color that 3 and 4 was. And I enjoyed that.
You like a lot of post-apocalyptic ones that aren't like poopy and gray. Like Enslaved: Odyssey to the West was a fantastic post-apocalyptic one where it was lush and green.
Yeah, because nature has taken over.
Mm-hmm.
Nature has regained its hold on it.
Like Last of Us.
Yes.
Yeah.
But did I talk about the perk system last week?
Not really, but we can save that for next week.
Oh my god.
Our third
surprise, part 3.
Our third part in the Fallout 76, as we get really excited for the beta that will be coming out roughly at the same time as we make this next week's go live. So,
okay,
stay tuned for part 3 of the Fallout conversation. So I guess we should go to your game now, Garri. The one that
my game?
Remember? Garri's Classics Countdown.
Garri's Classics Countdown. All right, this is going to be the last one because there's no way we can talk about every PS1 game ever, and let's face it.
I tried to name quite a few at the start of the show.
Yeah, nobody's going to put, the perfect weapon on there. If you remember that game. Okay, well, let's begin then, shall we? The last one we did was Rayman, and that was a no from me and a yes from both of you guys. So let's begin now with Soul Blade. Chris?
Did you really just mention Perfect Weapon?
I did mention Perfect
Weapon. Sorry, I'm still like, are you serious? Man, Soul Blade. I'm gonna, even though I would like it, I say no. I don't think it's gonna be on there.
The first game in the Souls franchise? No. Okay.
Oh, you mean Soul Edge?
Is it called? I thought it was okay. Yeah, Soul Edge. Sorry, I misspelled it.
Are you
I
talking
put
about
Blade instead?
No,
yes,
you're
Soul Edge.
talking about the Soul Calibur, the first Soul Calibur game.
Yes, Soul Edge.
Yes, okay. I love Soul Edge. I played that shit in the arcades until I was broke every day.
It was called Soul Blade in North America.
What do you mean? Soul Edge?
Yes.
No.
No, it was Soul Edge.
Why am I looking at the cover of the game and it says Soul Blade on it?
I don't... Oh, you're talking about the the PS1 released Soul Edge.
Which was renamed to Soul Blade. For
the North American PSN or PlayStation 1 release, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are right. Sorry, Gary. You were I was confusing you. You were confusing me. But no, the original arcade game was Soul Edge, and that's what I will always remember it as.
It's the same game. We're talking about the same game. It just named okay.
But we need to clarify this for everybody. Soul Blade released on the PlayStation 1 as Soul Blade, but it was Soul Edge was the original first Soul Calibur, essentially. So those of you that don't know or have never played the first Soul Edge, but like the Soul Calibur series, Soul Edge is the original arcade game. So Soul Blade, as much as I would like it, I don't think it is going to be on the PS1. I will be surprised if it does, considering all the other options that we have. So that's a no from me.
Okay.
It's a no from me. If we're going to get anything like that, it'll be Tekken.
Which we're already getting Tekken Tag.
Yeah. Wait, no, it can't be Tekken Tag. That's a completely
sorry.
different
Tekken
generation.
3.
Tekken 3, yes, sorry.
So that's a no across the board. Okay, Fear Effect.
Yes. I want to say yes.
Oh, shit.
Because that is a very, very well-known PS1 classic.
Ben?
No.
No. That is also a no from me.
Really? Man.
I want it. But I gotta be realistic here. Let's go. Colony Wars.
Yes.
No.
Well, okay. Yes from Ben. No from Chris. Awesome sauce. Alrighty then. Mega Man Legends.
Yes.
Really?
No.
Unfortunately, that's got to be a no from me too.
Ooh.
You
want it.
I want it, but that doesn't mean I'm going to get it.
I know.
Okay, Ark the Lad Collection.
No.
No.
Want it? I don't think it's going to happen. Lunar Silver Star Harmony.
No.
As much as I want to say yes, it's going to be a no. I don't think enough people know about that fantastic, fantastic game.
I'm actually going to say yes on this one.
Ooh. I hope you're right.
Alrighty, Warhawk.
What?
Warhawk. That was a PlayStation 1 launch title.
No.
Made by Sony.
At the best, we'll see a remaster of the PS3 version later.
Starhawk.
No, they did Warhawk on PS3.
Oh, yeah. The Starhawk was the
Sequel.
multiplayer one. Yeah, sequel, yeah. That one was fun. I'm gonna say yes. I think you're right about this one, Gary. I think they'll throw that in there to kind of get people on board with those who may have missed it. And because it's a Sony-owned franchise still, they could do that. So I'm going to go with yes on that.
Alrighty. Marvel vs. Capcom.
No. No.
No.
I'm going to go with no.
Chris?
I said no.
Oh, okay. No for me as well. Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
No.
No.
Man, we're only getting one fighting game according to you guys.
It's the only one anybody cares about.
No, the game I was thinking about earlier is G-Police.
Oh. That was a fun game, too. Alrighty. Tactics Ogre.
Yes.
Yes.
Man, you guys are cray-cray. I'm going to go with no on that one, because I think there's going to be a tactics game, it's going to be Final Fantasy Tactics. Alright. Star Ocean, the second story.
No.
No.
No for me again. Alrighty. Bushido Blade.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I hope so, yes.
That's a yes across the board then. Jet Moto.
Yes.
Yes.
Please. No, honestly, if it does not have Jet Moto, Twisted Metal, or Jet Moto and Twisted Metal 2 on there, I'm sure it will. Even like the first Twisted Metal they should have on there, because that's... I mean, goddamn, Jet Moto and the first Twisted Metal, how many hours did we all pump into those before... when we got that system? I don't know. When I had a PS1, those were the games that I played, so I think Jet Moto is a definite yes. It has to be.
I agree. Jet Moto is most likely going to be there. Vigilante 8.
Never heard of it, so no.
I loved this game. I think with the Twisted... Well, I would like them to put it on there, because it is a very, very great Twisted Metal style game. If you haven't checked it out, either it or the sequel. I'm going to have to go with no, though. I don't think they'll put it on the same as their own property, you know?
Yeah. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo.
No, because they got that shitty mobile version.
That's ending service.
It's ending.
Yep, it's already dead.
Oh, then yes, if they're going to put anything on there, that would be the best puzzle game, too, from that era.
Well,
so is that a yes then?
Yeah, might as well.
No.
I mean, it's
a yes.
Bubble, but, you know.
Oh, yeah, it's a yes from me.
Alrighty. Urges.
Oh, you mean the Square Enix fighting game?
Yes.
Air guy. I think it's pronounced air kites.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
it has a terrible name through and through, so yes or no?
No.
I hope so, because it never got released here.
So is that a yes, Ben?
That's a I wish it was, yes.
I'm gonna say yes, Ben.
I want to play it again. Egg hurts.
No. All right. Breath of Fire 4.
Yes.
No.
I unfortunately will have to say no as well.
There's no egg hurts.
Oh my god. Bloody Roar.
No.
Yes.
Oh shit, Chris is on the yes train today.
Hell yeah, that's a fight. That's a PS1 classic fighting game I want to see again.
Who owns it?
The last one came out on the PS2. Let's see. Was developed by Hudson Soft.
There you go. No.
They're still around.
No. Let's see. Let's just look at the franchise here really quick.
Hudson Soft is owned by EA. Right?
I don't think so.
I'm sure they are.
It is a PS1 classic. You can download it on the PlayStation Store.
Hudson's the one with the B, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is... Konami owns it now.
Oh, okay. That's even better.
That is it. We're getting Metal Gear Solid, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and fucking Bloody Roar from Konami for the PS1 classic.
And Silent Hill.
And Silent Hill, yes. Konami, give them to me. My body is ready.
Because it'd be just a Konami classic.
So it was owned by Virgin Interactive.
Yeah.
From 99 to 2000. And then it was co-owned from 97. Okay, from 97 to 2000, and from 99 to 2000, it was both Sony and Virgin Interactive owned rights to it. And then Hudson Soft picked it up, and then Activision owned it from 2000 to 2003.
Didn't they make the Spider-Man 2 game? Oh, that's Neversoft.
Yeah, So Activision owned it from 2000 to 2003, and Konami has owned it since 2003.
That poor franchise.
And they only released one game in that franchise.
That was
Bloody Roar.
Can I just if I ever get the opportunity to come into a lot of money, I'm gonna start buying up IPs that companies aren't using anymore, so I can actually give them proper sequels and remakes.
Well,
because they deserve it.
Go buy a lottery ticket. It's $1.6 billion, isn't it?
Oh, I know. Yeah. Last Friday it jumped up because no claims.
So amount of money I would buy.
Chris, that was a yes from you on Bloody Roar.
Yes.
Okay, that's a no from me and a no from Ben. Legend of Legaia.
No, it's no Alundra.
I'm gonna agree. That's a no.
Okay, I bundled these two together. So just tell me which one is a yes and which one is a no. Persona and Persona 2 Eternal Punishment.
No's.
No on both.
Yeah.
No on both.
Okay. Legend of Mana.
Yes.
I could see that, yes.
That's a yes for me as well. Tomba.
Yes.
Ben.
A hard yes.
I surprisingly I remember this one, so I
remember playing the demo to for so many times. Oh.
I mean,
Kelowna were my.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a no.
That's some hate right there, man.
It's not hate. It's great. I just don't think it'll be on the PS1 Classic.
Grandia.
No.
I'm going to go with no as well. I think we've got enough RPGs on there.
That, and they're also remaking it on the Switch.
There we go.
Front Mission 3.
No.
Oh, come on, Sony. Yes. It's one of the best games ever made. Please, Sony, yes.
Alrighty. Harvest Moon.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a nice little fun game that people want to play all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tales of Destiny.
No, because it'll be sued by Bungie.
Your logic is infallible.
Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls, yeah.
Seriously, Bethesda. Really? You're gonna? Everyone remember when they sued the Minecraft creator?
They sued Notch over the Scrolls fucking saga thing that they were doing just because
they had the name Scrolls in it.
That's fucking stupid.
There was something else that they recently did as well, wasn't there? I can't remember what it was.
I don't know. I thought we loved Bethesda now because Fallout 76 is looking so great. Do we hate them again now?
We don't.
I just want to make
them.
sure.
We just, we hate their stupidness sometimes.
It's a love-hate relationship, dude.
I usually wait till Reddit tells me which celebrity and company we're hating this week.
Well, we're better. We are the Reddits. Only cooler.
Chris, Tales of Destiny, yes or no?
No.
No. Clock Tower.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. If we're getting Resident Evil and Silent Hill possibly or anything therein, I don't know if Clock Tower.
I feel like we're going to get 2 horror games, so.
Yeah, I don't think Clock Tower is going to be one of them. As much as I would like it, but no.
No from you. Valkyrie Profile.
No.
See, I just think that They're going to put their strongest JRPGs, horror games, and fighting games forward. I don't think this is going to make it either.
Alrighty. And the final game.
Woohoo!
Whoa.
Einhinder.
Yes. Yes for the name.
You know, we need a good shoot 'em up, or a side-scrolling shooter at least. I would like to see this on here.
If you don't know, Ben, Einhinder is considered behind R-Type as the greatest side-scrolling shooter ever made.
Einhinder. Okay.
And it's Hender. Einhinder. It's
Hinder sounds better.
That's not how you pronounce the A. That's not how you pronounce the A with the umlauts over it. It's Einhinder.
Oh my god, you're killing me, man.
I'm okay. So you can speak another language, but I can't.
Yeah, you're American.
Oh my god. So are you.
All right, that's a yes across the board for Einhinder.
Hinder.
Okay, you know what? I'm not Norse, so leave me alone.
It's not. It's German, and it means a one-handed sword. Einhander. Now I'm gonna get some hardcore German guy. You didn't pronounce the right.
It's true. And if you want to know more, it has an 89% on Metacritic. So,
but
that's
where's
why
my Bishi Bashi special?
Whatever
Bishi
that
Bashi
means.
Special.
Don't you remember that game? Bishi Bashi.
Bishi Bashi Special. You're throwing game names at me today, Ben. That I'm just like, what? Did you like get Chinese knockoffs as a kid? What fucking games are you playing?
Fine. As an honorable mention, I will put R-Type Delta on there. You asshole.
But no Bishi Bashi special. Aww.
R-Type Delta, yes or no?
Yes.
No. I'm gonna Google this now. What the fuck is a Bishi Bashi Special?
Oh my god, it's some sexy thing. Don't do it.
No, I'm Googling Bishi Bashi Special. Let's see what comes up. Oh! Oh! Look at that. Bishi Bashi. Bishi Bashi Special. That is an actual game.
Yeah.
Konami game. And it's it's like Mario Party.
Yeah. Before Mario Party.
Wow. All right. I learned something new today.
That sounds like a group orgy thing.
Yeah, I thought I was going to get an Urban Dictionary link as soon as I typed that in, but no, it's an actual game.
This game looks amazing. These guys got big afros and stuff. What is going on?
Yeah, Bishi Bashi
It's got
special.
it's got a great score too.
Even had arcade games. It was a fun game.
Alrighty, well that's the end. So I'm going to email you or send you guys all the games you said yes to. And if it's more than 15, you'll have to cross off the 5 games. Or as many it takes to get to 15. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay.
And then you will tell me what they are. And then, you can keep them to yourself. No, tell me what they are so you don't cheat, Chris.
No wonder. Okay, I'm looking at Wikipedia. It never got released in North America. It was released in Europe as Super Bishi Bashi and Hyper Bishi Bashi.
Oh my god.
In
America, it'd be rebranded as something stupid like Funk Town Guitar Master.
And you just gave me my new YouTube handle.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was 1 to 8 players.
Damn, they used network adapter, man.
Yeah.
Thing was awesome.
I did that shit with you could do that with Doom. Get to 2 or 3 PlayStation. I think it only worked with the 2. You could only do a death match with you and one other person that had Doom and the and a PlayStation and another TV in their room.
Yeah. Yeah,
those are the games.
Okay.
No, go ahead, man.
The European version was like a bundle of Bishi Bashi 1 and 2, which came out in Japan. That's why it was called Bishi Bashi Special. Good times. Wait, and you also didn't mention my favourite shooting game on the PS1. Point Blank.
There's a reason for that, Ben.
Well,
do you want me to mention it? Do you want me to put it on the list?
We don't have a light gun adapter.
No. I mean, I could have put the Die Hard trilogy on there, too. And I love the Die Hard trilogy. Yes. You only bought it just to play the first game.
Are you talking about the arcade one that we all played, the Die Hard?
No. You never played the Die Hard trilogy?
For the PS1, no. I missed out on those.
Yeah, so it was 3 games each. It was literally 3 different games, and each one was based on the 3 movies. So Die Hard was a third-person shooter. You ran around as John McClane just shooting dudes, going up Nakatomi Plaza.
Nice.
Die Hard 2 was a light gun game, like Time Crisis, where you're just shooting up dudes in the airport. And Die Hard with a Vengeance was a driving game where you pretty much had to get from point to point before time ran out.
Yeah. It was like Die Hard, but with Superman 64 gameplay.
Fucking wow. Yeah, no, that sounds like a far cry from the awesome fucking beat-em-up arcade game, Die Hard.
And by next week, I'll think of some more PS1 games that nobody's ever thought of.
Okay, if you think of games that I didn't mention here that you want to add to your list, then please do so and let me know.
I think any games that I think of that I want on my list, no, they won't go because even Sony would have forgotten they exist. We had
well,
that.
like I said,
we had that.
We have 5 confirmed, so you guys have to pick 15.
Yeah. I mean, come on, it's out.
We've all said yes to more than 15 games. Yeah, so those games are going to be revealed soon. So hopefully by next week, we'll know what we all chose. And then we can
Superman 64.
Who's the winner. I'm actually thinking, Ben, what if we use this as the Metacritic thing, and whoever wins this gets like 5 points?
Whoever wins this, I'll give them $5.
Oh my god!
Except for me, because
whoever wins this, I will give 5 fingers.
Holy shit!
And you take that however you want.
No,
but you're getting 5 fingers.
If Garri or Chris wins, I will give you $5 whole.
God damn it, Ben!
They got to be whole dollars.
Whole dollars. Whole
not
doll
halves.
hairs.
Whole
5
doll
whole doll
hairs.
hairs.
That's right.
And
I want you to send me 5 pounds, Ben.
That's like 10 whole dollars.
Just wait till you guys
okay, then send me 1 pound if that equals $5.
No, it's like $5 is like £8 something right now, I think.
Oh my god!
Well, no, £3 something is like $5. So I will give you
the equivalent
$5.
of $5.
On the current
Even
exchange
if it
rate,
has
by the way.
come in change. It's going to cost him more to ship it to me than what he's putting into the envelope.
Just wait. You're in the mail, you're going to get a 5-pound tub of lard.
Oh my god!
I
want a Polaroid picture of that in the envelope of you playing Commander Cherry.
That just I don't know why, but that makes me think of Red Dwarf. The episode where Crichton becomes human.
Yes.
And they're like, it's like you can either be a human or a robot, but humans shouldn't get a double Polaroid from looking at vacuum cleaners. Or something like that.
Wow.
It used to be when I turned my right nipple, I could receive the Weather Channel. And when I turned my left nipple, I could get local sports programming. Now they don't do anything. I can't remember the exact line, but it's something like that. God damn it.
That sounds terrible.
Red Dwarf is amazing.
Red Dwarf is...
New season next year.
It's like top 3 of my favorite British comedies.
New season.
So good.
Next year.
Yay! I was so excited to see that they're still like putting stuff together. Like they got together for another season again. Like how many years was it before?
A long
10
time.
years or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know about it until I walked into Best Buy and it was on their DVD shelf, their Blu-ray shelf. I was just like, oh my god, are you serious? They got back together for another season? This is awesome!
Anyway, back to gaming. I think we've finished today, haven't we?
Yes.
We have
I think that all the games?
Oh, we've covered every game that exists, including
Even some
Monster Rancher.
Wow.
Okay.
Monster Rancher. I should put that on the list.
Maybe.
I doubt if we're getting one kid-friendly game, it has to be Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
I love that game.
And that'd be and that's not just for kids at Harvest Moon. That'd be great for adults that want to play like a relaxing game.
That's the original Stardew Valley, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
So, Gary,
yes.
You've been talking for a bit. Do you have any shout-outs, and how can they stalk you?
Oh, yeah. Shout-outs to you guys for having me on. Shout-outs to my boy Ed and Christine, who now listens to the podcast with Ed sometimes, I guess.
Yay.
Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, shout-out to them. You guys, like I said, Fonzie, I hope you're doing okay. Tim, we miss you. Hope you join us on the podcast soon. Yeah. And you can reach me on Twitter and Instagram at Gagwaush. That's Gaglaush.
Chris.
Yeah, you guys, of course, the listeners, Ed and Christine, and Almir, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Love you guys. Alphonse, I'm glad I can always make you laugh with my horrible, dirty jokes. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see you're still on Twitter. So let us know. We love you and miss you. Tim, we love you and miss you too. Let's see. To my new friend Jared, and our buddy Corey, whom I went to the Anime Bonsai convention with yesterday, and I'll be talking more about my experience there on our problematic sticker anime podcast.
Who the fuck is Jared?
Jared, just one of Corey's friends.
How dare you?
Oh my god! I asked you if you wanted to go with. I offered a carpool, and you said no, I can't. So don't even.
Instead, you bought Gerald from The Witcher.
Geralt. Oh, I'm sure he would like that. That's a good compliment. No, great guy. Great to meet you, Jared. Pleasure talking with you. And yeah, fans, listeners, friends, family, if you reach me, tell me how horrible a person I am, whatever, you can reach me at Twitter. That's at Devangel, Devangiel.
Sweet. I want to give a shout out to Maelstrom Radio. They've reached episode 100 this week, so congratulations. They've rebranded their show to turn it from a fantasy podcast into a general podcast, gaming podcast. I wish them the best of luck, and I'll be there to support them the whole way. A shout out to Phoenix Down Radio with Klaus. We'll be doing Extra Life in a couple of weeks, where there will be a 24-hour stream with the content creators, which will be Maelstrom Radio, She Hills I Tank, Gather Together, and Phoenix Down Radio with Moogle Go Round. So we'll be doing a 24-hour stream. Also, if you do listen to Moogle Go Round, which is on phoenixdownradio.com, I announced a competition last night for Fantasy 14. You've got a chance to win either the Ghost outfit, either one of them, the Happy or the Sad Ghost outfit, or the Werewolf outfit that was added last year that they've now added to the cash shop. All you have to do is tweet me or tweet anyone as #ArthritisGhost. #ArthritisGhost. Now add a little...
Please spell that, man.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
ARTHIRITIS.
Oh, there it is.
Arthritis Ghost.
Wait, just tweet that, or we have to tweet that to you?
Just tweet #Arthritis Ghost with something, and I will find it with magic powers. And you'll have a chance to win one of the ghost costumes on Fantasy 14 or the werewolf outfit. Arthritis Ghost came into existence because I was talking to my free company leader on Gilgamesh, and I was like, "Look at me, I'm a spooky ghost," and I went, "Ugh." It's like, that sounds like a ghost with arthritis, So now Arthritis Ghost exists. His backstory is he died from a sad wank. So.
Oh man, so that's how all three of us are going out. So
yeah. So Arthritis Ghost. Hashtag Arthritis Ghost. Go tweet it now. Anyway, that's this week's episode. So I'm going to end it with the ghost with next time. Bye.
The saddest ghost ever.